Hi, I'm Danny from Repipe 1 over here, introducing Vic. I'm hosting him from Reece Pipe, and Reece Pipe has 240 stores nationwide. They specialize in plumbing supplies, and they have 900 stores globally. Reece Pipe provides a great service and also a great price and excellent parts. Vic is here to help us out and to educate us exactly about tariffs, price hikes, materials, and what should we do as contractors that are stuck in this tariff climate price war that we're having right now, and how to control the prices to make sure our clients are getting solutions done at the best efficient price, and obviously they provide the best materials for us. Vic, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you coming out to my podcast, Repipe 1 podcast. Reece Plumbing, it's a big honor to have you here. You guys are an excellent company. We'd like to talk about tariffs.
Sure.
And we'd like to talk about how is it affecting your business.
Yes.
And we know how it's affecting our business, but how can we control the tariffs to sell the client the materials at the best price possible to make sure the customer has the great solutions at a great price?
That's a great question, Danny, and thank you for having me on the podcast.
You're welcome.
It's an honor to be here, and you've been a great partner of ours for a long
Thank you.
time now, so a real honor to join this podcast. Look, I think like you and the others in the industry, this is a really challenging time. It's unprecedented, and I know we throw that word out quite a bit ever since COVID, but it has posed a lot of challenges. And one of those challenges is the frequency and how many increases due to tariffs are coming out. So I'll give an example. Our norm, give or take, is about 50 suppliers delivering increases to us on average, give or take, every month. During this period, since tariffs were initiated, it's more like 250.
Wow.
Yes, so it's
a lot.
It's a lot, and the challenge is how we manage that data. So that's the first challenge, getting that information and then putting that information into our system, and then obviously providing you that information in a timely manner so that you can, move your business around to suit.
To adjust the climate for the clients so they know what's going to come.
Correct.
And also for the employees so they know what's going to happen too, because it's a domino effect.
Correct. So in best case scenario, in a perfect world, we're notified well in advance, and we can provide you advance notification that on this date, on this month, there's an increase coming. Usually it's a set percentage across a product line, and we can tell you that. That was the norm. Mm-hmm. Now fast forward to today, and they were coming literally each week, multiple increases. So we were trying to catch up, and we did our best, and I hope that you felt that we were communicating those increases.
Very good.
Giving you the advance notice, and as well as that, as well as the communicated increases, we were also getting revisions to the previously published increases. So for example, a supplier would say on this date, due to tariffs, it's going up 25%. There's a metal tariff. We're implementing this on this date. And then a few days later, it would come out in the media that there was a revision or pullback of that tariff. They would publish a revision to us, which we would have to put into our system, communicate to you. It was a lot of work.
A lot of backlogging. Going backwards and saying, okay, the increase was 20%,
Yep.
Now it's 10%,
Yep.
And we don't know.
Yeah.
And what do you say about American parts? We're also seeing increase on the American parts side, even though America is making their parts over here, and we're buying American parts mostly.
Yes.
And why are we paying more for American parts? Could you explain that to me?
Yeah, it's a great question, and it obviously depends on what product you're talking about. But often, for the products you're talking about, let's just use a water heater, for example.
Okay.
Now, water heater is made up of many components. Mm-hmm. The companies that we buy from usually assemble it in the US. Mm-hmm. Now, within the water heater could be steel from Canada, steel from Mexico, a brass fitting from somewhere else.
Gotcha.
Now, it's technically American made, but they are bringing in components from other countries. So you think about a car. They are produced in Canada, shipped to the US, shipped back to Canada for finishing off, and then shipped back. Things like that impact the plumbing product parts as well.
And how are your plumbing contractors dealing with these increases? Are you calling them? Are you emailing them? How are you notifying them about these things? Because it's hard to run a business, as I do,
Yep.
and dealing with these things
Yep.
is also difficult too. We don't want to see our profit margins going down, and
Sure.
we're working harder.
Sure.
We want to make sure we can support our family and make sure that our clients are happy, and
Yep.
also complete the service exactly what we promised our client
Yeah.
in a timely manner with the right budget.
Yeah.
You know? How do you do that to make sure your plumbers are always informed about these things?
We have a few mechanisms. So the first thing is we give as much notice as we're given. Our desire is to give you no less than a month's notice. Now, during this period, it has been difficult to honour that always with the amount of increases we've received. But our normal is to give you at least 1 month's notice. Now, we do that through a few channels. Our website is the first channel. We have a pricing page on our website that announces all the manufacturer increases that will be implemented in the following month. The other is what we're doing right here and having a discussion, communicating, calling. We also have marketing channels where we can send direct emails to you, and we've done that in the past. The other thing that I really want to give you a pat on the back for, Repipe One, is that you helped us with your demand. You were able to communicate your demand, and that was a really important negotiation tool that we could go back to our vendors with and would say, hey, we have this many houses committed to and this many valves, and with that, armed with that information, it not only helps us, but it was a win for us, a win for you, but also a win for the manufacturer that can plan out that demand and creating that product in a just-on-time fashion. So what you provided us enabled us to be able to protect the pricing for a period of time, more so than what the market was able to deliver because of your organization and how you've planned out your jobs.
Yeah, we're organized like you guys are organized. You know, you're a regional manager for Southern California.
Yep.
And when I'm working with you, it seems like I'm dealing with the owner of the company. It's
Yep.
like a mama and papa business, not in a mama and papa sense,
Yep.
but meaning you're on it. I call you up,
Yep.
I text you, I email you, you're
Yeah.
on it, you know?
Yeah.
And you guys are very, very interactive with your clients, and it's very important. And I reciprocate the same thing to you guys. I
Yes.
tell you what I need,
Yep.
and you guys cater to that. Could you tell us a little bit about Reece and
Sure.
how you guys started in America? Because you guys are an Australian-based company. This is what I
Yeah.
remember you told me.
Yeah, it's a great
And I like
question.
the accent too, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
Australian accent kind
Yep.
of remembers. I know Vic, he has an Australian accent, you know?
There you go. Yeah, look, I'll tell you a bit about Reece. So we're a 100-year-old company.
Wow.
So started in Australia in about 1920. And you fast forward now, when I started with the company 20 years ago, we had about 300 branches. And we're listed on the stock exchange. So although I'm glad to hear you say there's a mom and pop feel to us.
It feels like it because you're on top of your game, you know? And I have dealt with a lot of suppliers. I've been in the business for 31 years.
Yep.
And you guys are first class, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I
telling
love
you
that.
that.
Yeah, the reason is that, you know, I'm fortunate enough to work for a company that's predominantly owned by one family, and they reinvest a lot of the profits back into the business, making it better. So I'm fortunate enough to be provided the training I've needed over the years, and I've had opportunities to grow within the company, and fortunate enough to move here 5 years ago and learn the US market, and it's been a real honor to work for Reece. One thing they empower us with, we call it freedom within a framework. So we're all trying to achieve the same goals. We all need to provide a service and make that profitable for our shareholders, for our team members. And Reece has afforded us the opportunity to treat this like our own business. So it
feels that way.
We're invested.
It really feels that way. When I talk to you, or I talk to your branch manager, Johnny in Irvine, guy's on top of his game. He doesn't play games, you know?
Yep.
Irvine is a great branch. We buy a lot of our materials from there.
Yeah.
And I really like dealing with Reece. I mean, I've dealt with many supply houses over the years. These guys are first class. They take care of our employees. And their team feels like they're also family too.
Yeah.
They don't really like say, oh, you could ask him. I don't know. Everybody takes the responsibility within themselves. And I enjoy working with them. I really appreciate him coming into our podcast today, making sure that he could educate us about these different price increases and how to deal with different fluctuations in the market. And I appreciate you coming, Vic.
You're
Thank you very
welcome,
much
Danny.
for being my guest
Yes.
at Repipe One. I wanted to ask you, every time I call your company, there's a live human being on that phone. And also when they're talking to me, it's the actual branch that I'm talking to, either the manager or the guy on the floor or anybody, the receptionist. They answer the phone. It's not an automated system or a central location where they dispatch you to a different branch. You guys are live on the ground.
Yes.
Tell us some contact information, how to reach you guys, so this
Yes.
way somebody who's looking to purchase wholesale plumbing materials can reach you.
Thanks. Thank you for the opportunity. The best way to get in contact with us is to find us on our website, www.reece.com. That is REECE.com. And from there, you'll be able to find all the contact information for our 240 stores. It's really important for us to have live people answering the calls.
Yeah. No
And that's
automated,
really
no
important.
AI,
So, none of that.
no
Yep.
no central call station.
Yep.
Who are you? What's going on? No,
Yep.
I know who you are. You're answering the
Exactly.
phone. They answer your questions, and it's moving.
Yep. You can also find us on all the normal social media channels, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and you can contact us there as well.
Thank you again.
Thank
you
you.
again for
Appreciate it,
joining the
Danny.
Repipe One podcast, and thank you for Reece spending the time with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Thank you very much.